Welcome to Laramie, Wyoming, and one of the highest elevations you will find in all of college football. And it is home to the Wyoming Cowboys, and they have a taste for the spicy brown mustard. And the Cowboys will put Total Leather to crank us up. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cowboys offense will take the first swing of the game. Here he comes, and obviously defense is always going to be aware of a quarterback, but boy, he finds a way to put defenses on their heels all the time, David.
I mean, what can't he do? He's got the weapons, he's got the confidence.
And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. He's going to pass on second down. Complete to the left. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass to catch.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it a little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Motion from the offense. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. Tackle is made after the first down.
These touch passes, it's so hard because there's always action off of it, right? If I fake this pass and I can run it up the gut, or I can throw it and I just spread me out and make me defend so many things, and you could tell they got on the edge quickly, got the big first down.
The Cowboys have their offense in high gear. They'll leave it with him. Fighting off the defender.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The big pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Give to the running back. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down.
And that's back-to-back now. We've seen this running back get it done on their opening drive of the game. That last carry got the first down. So if I'm the offensive coordinator right now, I love the way my O-line's playing, and I love the way this guy's toting the rock. I'm going to give it to him again.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. Trying to get behind the defense. And it's picked off at the goal line. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
And on this opening drive, the offense trying to be aggressive, attacking deep down the field, but they're going to have to do a better job of taking advantage of those one-on-one matchups, because that time the defense won. They were able to high point the football, creating the interception.
Offense set on first down. They'll go to the ground. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12.
The big defensive tackles in the middle, they're not always the best pass rushers, but they are strong, and I say country strong. They put their hands on you, you feel it. They lock people out on the line of scrimmage. They create separation. They wrap running backs up, and usually they don't get out of the midst of those big boys.
I'll tell you what, that's great execution between the QB and receiver. They look like they could execute that throw in their sleep. Quarterback took his steps, threw it on time. Great route by the receiver. Nice job securing the catch.
Got enough for the first. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. New Mexico State to the line after picking up the first down. Looking to move it through the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to them, and it forced the incompletion.
Line getting set on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Fires to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Snagged in the middle, it's Fox. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
They keep attacking through the air. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He'll pull it on the read. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Well, they're able to generate an explosive play here with a designed QB run. He shows you his speed.
I know the quarterback's going to carry it, but this defense wants to make him feel it when he does.
Yeah, he's physical and he's tough, but we'll find out just how tough he really is. I'd be curious to know how many carries this guy can withstand in this game.
And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
You know, the tight end's going to have to do a better job of separating and giving his quarterback a place to go with the football. That time just couldn't create it, and as a result, as soon as he made the catch, he was brought to the ground, setting up fourth down.
Trying to get to him. And they got him. A sack denies the try to convert on fourth down.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up, run it, do something. You can't take a sack on fourth down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
6-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. The give to the back. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Holding, offense.
We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Now on 2nd down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Wants to throw on 2nd down. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Fires into traffic, intercepted. Not a lot of room on the return, but he... The important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The Aggies offense will have another go at it. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs. On first down, finding positive.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback on the keeper. Makes a man miss. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hip. Third down conversion's always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. That one comes out hot down the right side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. And the Cowboys will line up to kick off and start the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The New Mexico State offense returns to the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Pulls it in. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. New Mexico State lines up quickly.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Used the play fake, now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly to the tight end. Dragged down at the 43, but they've got it. Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quick strike complete. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. New Mexico State will be forced to punt. Hauls it in and looking upfield. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Wyoming has the football back, and here comes the offense. Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. From the gun, the running back has it. Works his way ahead for 3 out to the 14.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
On second down, looking to throw. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the defense is playing with a sense of urgency right now. Obviously, they're playing with the lead. They know this offense needs to find a way to generate points, expecting a shot on that last play, so nice job in coverage.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And that just kind of...
Three consecutive L's, a hat trick of losses, and as a result, you can take their hat out of the ring for